Hey guys, so here's a review for the Goose Chateau jacket. So I'll start by just listing some of the details and the features on the coat. So now it has, if you notice, it has two side pockets right here with flaps over them. It has one zipper pocket here, and the pocket is pretty deep, so you can fit a large phone or maybe a couple items in there. It has two-way double locking zipper in the front, which is great for keeping the cold and the wind out of your jacket. It has military grade buttons right here on the front. It has two straps, two kind of elastic straps to pull the hood in closer if you need. One fleece little strip right here, so when you put the hood up high to your face, you have a little soft little patch there. It has what I call barrel cuffs, so these cuffs on the outside, and then an inside heavy duty ribbed cuff. The hood is 100% coyote fur. It is removable. It has a zippers part right here. The hood zips into what I call kind of a snorkel or tunnel hood way, so you can zip it up all the way like this, where you can flip the hood out for maximum protection, or flip it back up if you care. So, and then on the back it has a Canada Goose written on it, and that is for hanging the coat up. Now on the inside of the jacket there is three pockets, with a flap on the top of them. So one right here, one here, and then a smaller zipper side pocket, which could either carry maybe a small phone or a wallet or something like that. It is all Duck 625 down filled inside, of course. It is water resistant outside shell. And yeah, so those are most of the cool little features and details of the coat. Now I'll get to describing some things that I like and some things I don't like about the coat in my time wearing it. The first thing I'm not a huge fan of is the location of the pockets right here. So when I'm walking around, I like to have pockets maybe a little higher. While these pockets are deep and big, which is really great for your hands and having and being able to carry stuff in there if you need to. I'm not a huge fan of the height of them. I kind of like pockets a little higher for when I'm walking. Also, the flaps, I'm not a huge fan of flaps because while the opening isn't very big, the flaps make it seem a lot smaller, and even with my bare hands it's a little hard to get into, and having gloves or mittens I would imagine being a lot harder to get in there, so it's not the easiest to slip your hands in there. I do like the two-layer cuffs. It's nice to slide your hand in when you're not wearing gloves, because I don't wear gloves, and keep your hands warm if you need. They do a great job of keeping the wind out of there, and the double layering does provide some more flexibility for your hands, not to feel too constrained by cuffs. In general, I really like how even though it's a big coat, it's pretty light. The down insulation is not only incredibly warm, but doesn't add much weight to the coat, which I find really nice. It's mid-thigh length. So instead of the longer parkas that go down your knees and the bomber jackets that go to their waist, this one's about in between. I prefer a bomber jacket, but I found the mid-length to be not too constricting on my legs. And so yeah, for a bigger coat, I really liked how it felt pretty light, which is true for most Canada Goose coats. I do like the snorkel option on the hood. Being able to zip it up like this really high, despite it looking kind of silly, I think is really great when it's -10 or 0 and there's a strong wind. It does an excellent job. If you put it up to the maximum protection at keeping your entire face warm, you don't need to wear a hat, you don't need to wear a scarf even, and your head and your face will stay really nice and toasty. So that's something I really like about it. One thing I don't quite like too much is, while it is nice to have a removable coyote fur here, I found that maybe adding that feature, or maybe not strapping the fur down, leads it to, when you put it on, to kind of flap around. So It didn't feel that secure while it was on my face if I wore it like this, because I don't like to walk around in the city or around town, even if it's really cold, full snorkel, because it does look a little silly. Only if I'm walking in really frigid temperatures and I'm just looking straight down, and I could care less about how I look. That's when the feature's nice. But generally, when I wear it casually like this, it does still keep the wind out. But I find that these flaps flip around a lot, and kind of wish they had secured them, because not only is it a little annoying, I don't feel like it gives me the best protection, being that the wind can kind of do what it wants with the fur. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But in general, I like a lot of the features of the coat. It's TEI 4, I believe, so that means it's good up to -15 Fahrenheit. The max is 5, so this coat will get you through pretty much any winter in the U.S. Only if you're doing like Arctic research or something and spending a lot of time in really frigid Arctic climates would you want a TEI 5. So I also don't feel like it too toasty in it. I'm a slim guy, so I don't often get too overheated. And this is, by the way, I don't know if I said this, but it's a slim fitting coat. So if you're a slender body, you'd fit like me. I could fit a medium or a small. This is a medium. So yeah, so those are most of the features and the things I like and dislike about the coat. So if you like this video, I'll be doing some more of regular Canada Goose coats like the Chateau. I'll have a Chilliwack uploaded, some limited edition Canada Goose coats that I'll be reviewing and talking about the details. If you like the video, subscribe, check out my other videos, and so yeah, thanks for watching.